It's Christine from Pack Hacker. In this video, we're comparing the North Face Borealis backpack to the North Face Borealis mini backpack. If you find this video helpful, click subscribe so we can keep making content to help you travel smarter. Let's dive in. So the biggest difference between these two bags is the North Face Borealis backpack is a 28-liter pack and the mini backpack is a 10-liter. So you can see side by side here, it is very obvious the difference, okay? They've both got the signature Borealis bungee cords parading down the front though, so they've got similar design features. And they both have like the embroidered North Face name there, and then the embroidered Borealis and Borealis Mini down at the bottom. They differ a little bit in that there are extra attachment points adjacent to the bungee on the Mini where you can like clip hand sanitizer or even like clip a cap, a hat, you know, whatever you might need to access quickly, whereas the larger one doesn't have that, but it does have these attachment point, this like carry handle or carry loops at the bottom where you can slide like a yoga mat or trekking poles, tripod, whatever you need to just sort of cinch down there. And they adjust via Duraflex slides, which there are also Duraflex slides on the Mini. They both also have the YKK zippers with, on the main compartment, these molded plastic poles, which are nice and easy to grab. And then the fabric is the same too. It's 300D recycled heathered polyester with a durable water repellent. There are different colorways for each, and some of the colorways have different fabrics depending on what you pick. One last very nice similarity is they both have these nice cushy carry handles, which might seem a little overkill, but especially with the mini backpack, I do find I'm more inclined to sometimes carry that just by my side more often than I would carry a large backpack, so it's nice to have the added cushion. So even though the Mini is less than half the size of the original, you can see that their harness systems are very similar. Let's start with the back panel. It's got this same, they're both very nicely cushioned, and they've got this breathable mesh, which is the same on the undersides of the shoulder strap. So hopefully you're not going to get a sweaty back by carrying either one of these. The Borealis says this is a flex vent for you know, to promote air movement underneath, and you can see a very similar design on the Mini. Now, the Mini, of course, does not have a sternum strap on a sliding rail like the big one, nor does it have a hip belt like the large one, but it's only 10 liters. You're really probably not going to need that. What it does have, and that the larger one does too, is it has this, you know, flexible webbing at the top to go over different size shoulders, broader shoulders or narrower. But it's longer here with the Mini, and I did find that it caused the shoulder straps to sometimes flip around on you as you're swinging around to get the second strap, which I did not encounter that problem with the larger backpack. So this is the Borealis backpack, and you can see it has a very casual, adventurous vibe, won't look out of place if you go hiking on the trail, and because it has a sternum strap and a hip belt, you're going to be able to, you'll be comfortable throughout your time outdoors, sort of whatever you're doing, with the nice harness system on this backpack. So the Borealis mini backpack has a very similar, casual, adventurous little vibe, it just in a much smaller footprint than the standard Borealis backpack. Obviously, it feels fine. It's only a 10-liter bag. It doesn't pull at your traps. It supports whatever load you're putting in here very nicely. Just how you feel about its look will probably depend more on your preference than on, what I have to say. So to begin with, while both backpacks have 2 bottle pockets on each side, or at least 2 pockets on each side, they do differ in their usage. You can see on the standard Borealis, I've got a hydro flask in here, and you can dial down the fit with the bungee to hold it tight, which is really great. Or if you need to have a wider water bottle, it expands because of this elastic and the fabric gusset, so you can really slide in a thicker water bottle into there. I'm gonna dial that in though so it doesn't slide out while we're talking. On the mini backpack, there's 2 styles of bottle pockets. The one on the left is very similar, except it lacks the bungee, but so it does expand from like the 3.5 inch width to hold basically a disposable water bottle. I could not find a reusable water bottle that fits in this pocket. So you can fit a very small disposable water bottle in this pocket. It is held in place nicely because of the elastic. On the other side though, we have a different style. It's more like an envelope style with this fabric covering, and there's no expansion. So I could not find a single bottle that I could squeeze into this little space. I ended up using it for tissues. You can see I got a pack of tissues here, and that fits very nicely. And that is about the size that we're looking at here. Now they both also have these front pockets that open horizontally. Now the one on the mini is very large. It spans all the way down. I'm gonna flip this around here so you can see. It spans all the way down there, all the way up here. So I find it's great for like phone, wallet, whatnot, just to slide in there. You do have to go scrounging around a little bit because there's no extra organization if you need things. Now this one is also good for your phone, but it's much shallower. Can you see my fingers there? So it's a good quick access pocket for, again, your phone, sunglasses. Because of the nice soft lining, it's good for things that could be easily scratched. Now the mini I'm going to set aside because there's no further secondary pockets, but the large one has this admin panel with different pockets and sleeves. You can slide a tablet in here, and then we've got a zipper pocket with a key leash, which is right there. And then along the back side, there it is, there's the zipper, sorry. We have a laptop compartment where you can slide a device, or you can attach a hydration bladder. You can hang it up here with this Velcro and then slide the tube through and down the shoulder straps if you wanted to take this on a hike. As for the main compartment, the Borealis Mini has a little bit more going on than the standard Borealis. So first let me show you the standard. I'm gonna pull this bottle out so that it gets out of the way, and then it opens nice like this, horseshoe. You can see I have several packing cubes in here, and really I would have room for even more. These are the ones I had on hand. And it's just because all of the other pockets included extra organization, they don't really need it in the main compartment here. You can see it's just open space, pack how you like. So it makes it a good like personal item bag. You can take this on a trip, weekend trip, whatnot, and pack it how you like. Now put these down there. The main compartment of the mini backpack, on the other hand, opens similarly. I'm gonna pull that water bottle pocket out. But you can see we have a little bit of extra organization going on inside because we didn't have it in separate pockets as you did with the Borealis backpack. So along this front panel, we have this nice mesh zippered pocket. You open it up, I find it's a good place for like small accessories. I've got a little makeup kit here, my lipstick, and then this is where they put the key leash on the Borealis mini backpack. So you can put it in, you can see it's very similar to the other one, but it's just a good place to store your keys, especially if you go on vacation. This way you know exactly where to find them when you get home. Then along the back panel, obviously on this small of a backpack, we don't have a laptop sleeve, but we do have a tablet sleeve. So I've got an iPad slid in here, and it's nicely padded. It even has a little bit of a false bottom, which is really great. If you drop this baby, you don't have to worry about a cracked screen. If you're traveling, you know, on the wild side and don't have a screen protector or a case, which I would not recommend, but if you don't, you can rest assured that it's probably pretty well protected in the mini backpack. So that's great. And then there's just open space again in the middle for, I've got gloves, a buff, can put a hat here, and even, so if you don't like using disposable water bottles and you prefer to use reusable water bottles like I do, you can see it fits very nicely inside the main compartment here. You have lots of room to stand your hydro flask or whatnot in there. Just especially if you're carrying a tablet, make sure it is a bottle you trust not to leak. So there you have it, the North Face Borealis backpack and the North Face Borealis mini backpack. Thanks for keeping it here at Pack Hacker, your guide to smarter travel, and we'll see you in the next one.